Hello, my name is Scott Lucas, principal of Dutcher Middle School. The purpose of this presentation is to show parents how we plan to safely bring back 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students to the Dutcher campus 5 days a week following the spring break recess. I am very fortunate to have a very strong administrative team here at Dutcher. Assistant Principal Augustine Adiola, Dean of Students, Ms. Loris Torres-Rogers, and we also have two amazing counselors, Ms. Julie Perino and Mr. Derek Alvarado. We all work together to support our students and parents. Our front office staff is here to support our students and parents. Many of you have probably spoken to many of the individuals here on the screen. Mrs. Walls, our health tech, works closely with our school nurse, Mrs. Harris, to ensure our students are being taken care of while they're here on campus. Ms. Walls, for example, also inputs any type of information related to COVID, any cases that have to be updated into the county records. She takes care of that. Mrs. Lewis, Mrs. Gamez, and Mrs. Zimmer are also here to support students and parents. You may have already spoken to them when calling the office. In addition to providing answers to our parents, they've also lately been able to help troubleshoot issues for students and their Chromebooks. Mrs. Chavez is our site custodian, and her duty is to keep our school clean and obviously disinfected at all times. Our Student Services Office is also here to provide supports to our students and parents. The Student Service Office works under the direction of Ms. Torres-Rogers, our Dean of Students. As you see, we have 4 campus supervisors. Mr. Pereira is our coordinator of campus supervisors. He, along with Mrs. Delgado, are full-time campus supervisors. Mrs. Dominguez and Mrs. Hernandez are both 2-hour campus supervisors. So again, they're here to ensure the safety of our students and staff. Also, Mrs. Kelly works in the Student Services Office to provide answers for parents who have any concerns or questions about safety or discipline issues. These are the bell schedules our students will be following upon returning from the spring break recess. As you can see, they are slightly different. For example, 7th and 8th grade students who have a 0 period class, they start at 7:23 on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and at 7:30 on Wednesdays. Students who do not have a 0 period class begin at 8:15, and that is the same for 6th graders. They have an 8:15 start time. The end time is the same for both 6th, 7th, and 8th on Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays with 2:54 p.m. dismissal. However, Wednesdays, the dismissal times are different. For 6th grade, the dismissal time is 12:15, and for 7th and 8th grade, the dismissal time is 2:04 on Wednesdays. For safety purposes, we're having all of our students enter through the front of campus or the Colorado side of campus. There will be 3 different entrances for our 7th and 8th grade students. Those are near the cafeteria, the library, and the PA building. Our 6th grade students will enter the gate nearest the school office to the right. So this is again to ensure school safety. We'll also make sure students have their masks on at all times. This is a picture of the 6th grade entrance, which is again to the right of the main office. These are the 3 7th and 8th grade entrances, again near the cafeteria, near the library, and near the PA building. For safety purposes and to avoid unnecessary congestion in our parking lot, we will have multiple areas for students to exit campus. Our 6th grade students will continue to exit out near their classrooms, near the office. However, 7th and 8th grade students will have the 3 exits in front of school, as well as the Olive Avenue exit at the back of our school, as well as the Hawkeye Gate exit on the side of our school. So this will again allow multiple exit routes, as well as avoid unnecessary congestion in our parking lot. All students will be able to receive a free breakfast item as they enter campus, and they will also be eligible to receive a free lunch meal during lunch. We will next discuss how we will ensure physical distancing, hygiene measures, cleaning and disinfecting, staff and family training, and health screening will be accomplished. We will next discuss how we will ensure physical distancing, hygiene measures, cleaning and disinfecting, staff and family training, and health screening will be accomplished. Our classrooms will be set up in a safe manner. Desks will be socially distanced from anywhere between 4 to 6 feet apart. Students, again, will be wearing masks while in the classroom. Also, weather permitting, we will have doors and windows open to ensure air circulation. Also, in between class rotations, at the end of the period, the teacher will spray the desk with a disinfectant, a safe disinfectant, obviously. And then the next group of students coming into the room will grab a towel as they enter, and they'll wipe down that disinfectant to begin the class. So classrooms will be very clean and sanitized throughout the day. Non-classroom settings such as restrooms will be closely monitored and we'll be promoting social distancing. We also have a separate restroom for our 6th grade students. So this again will avoid unnecessary congestion in the restrooms and mixing of grade levels. We will ensure healthy hygiene practices are being followed every day. Students will be reminded to wash their hands, obviously, when they use the restrooms. We will also have sanitation stations inside of each classroom. So every time students enter a classroom, they'll have to sanitize their hands. There's also signage and visual reminders throughout the campus and in classrooms. Also, drinking fountains will not be turned on and students will not be allowed to use those just because of the high touch factor. So we do recommend that students bring water bottles to school. As mentioned previously, face coverings are required for all students and staff. In the photos shown here, you see myself wearing the traditional face mask. This is what most students and staff will be wearing. If you have a doctor's note that requires you to wear a shield, like Mrs. Torres Rogers is modeling, students may wear a shield and drape. However, that does require a doctor's note. In the rare occasion that a student has a medical exemption from either, we will definitely have to have that on file. To ensure students understand the seriousness of wearing the face coverings, we do have consequences and expectations if students do not follow that. If for some reason a student refuses to wear the face mask and does not have any type of medical exemption, that student will be placed back into distance learning. Now, students who are on campus and just forget to wear the mask correctly, we will work with them, of course, but we do have sort of a 4-step process. The first offense would just be documentation and just a courtesy reminder to wear it properly. The second time it happens, again, it'll be documented. There'll be a call to the parents, and then there'll be a consequence given by our dean of students. Third offense will also be documentation, another parent phone call, and another consequence given by the dean of students. And then finally, the fourth offense would be removal of the student from the blended learning or in person, and they would return to the distance learning. Keeping our site disinfected is a very important measure that we will continue. We will have custodial and other staff members going around the campus throughout the day to clean restrooms and also make sure the high touch areas such as door handles are constantly cleaned, in addition to having our students again utilize the disinfectants every time they enter the classroom and also assisting teachers with the disinfecting of desks. Just some reminders for students what to bring to campus. You may bring backpacks, and in that backpack, it would be recommended that you do bring your required supplies such as binders, paper, writing utensils. Chromebooks may be required by your teachers, so you'll probably be bringing those to campus every day. Also for PE, we recommend you wear your comfortable shoes on the days you have PE. But if you want to switch your shoes, you may also bring those as well. But we just want to make sure that the students do not bring too much in their backpacks, making it heavy. Also a reminder that you may not enter campus before 8 a.m. So we ask that you not arrive to campus too much before 8 a.m. to ensure we don't have loitering. All students who are attending in-person instruction must have a signed health and safety agreement form on file. These forms can be done electronically through our school website or clicking on the links here on the screen. If you're unable to complete these electronically, you can always come by the Dutcher office and receive a hard copy. That concludes the presentation. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me either by email or by calling the school office phone. Again, we are looking forward to seeing your students return to the Dutcher campus.